here's my question for every Michigan and Michigan State fan this morning. What's the problem? If you're a Michigan fan, you are being very excessive in your, I would say, in the way you're going about handling all this. Nobody's saying what happened Saturday is okay. Let's start there. Michigan State have not only suspended 4 additional players, in total they've suspended 8 indefinitely. 8. On top of that, they've released multiple statements, reiterated their commitment to player safety, and how this should never, ever, 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 ever happen in the sport. So where is all this coming from the Michigan side? And then from the Michigan State side, why are we making it more than also what it can be, when in reality it is your football team that made the mistake, it is your football players that made the mistake, it is your university that is tied to this issue at the moment, your head coach, your program. What are you defending? How dramatic it may seem, I don't think it's dramatic to say 2 Michigan players were assaulted based on the footage we've seen. And you don't like the word, you think it's soft. Oh, you shouldn't talk crap if you don't expect to get your teeth kicked in, all that tough guy talk. Go to hell. I don't care. You don't swing a helmet at another person. That's a weapon. If I took that helmet right now that's sitting in the corner and I tied Fish down to the table and I beat his head in, I don't think any of you would like to see that.
Yeah, that's expected, though.
Let's throw that in the chat. Would you like me to beat Fish's head in with a helmet? Maybe, just maybe. But I would think not.
Am I getting shanked too, or just?
No. I'm just joking, buddy.
I was trying to play along.
Those are important questions, Fish.
Well, yeah. Well,
so Michigan State have already suspended 8 players. They've released multiple statements, acknowledged the mistakes, acknowledged how bad it looked, acknowledged that player safety is more important than anything else, above all else. Even on the football field, nobody cares about the wins and losses. Player safety first. What more do you want from Michigan State, Michigan? And I'm addressing the social media side of things. And why are all of you so quick to judge these players? Why? I haven't seen all the evidence. I'm not going to sit up here and irresponsibly call a Michigan State player a thug, a criminal. How dare you? Who the hell are you? You can't do that. What's wrong with you? What happened was not okay. But the reaction afterwards, I'm not understanding. This is where I'm just blessed and very happy that I don't support either of these schools.
You started supporting
because
Michigan State.
I would hate if I was this toxic. I would hate it. There has to be a fine line between a fun yearly rivalry that goes back dozens and dozens and dozens of years, hundreds of years, where you respect it, you play the game on the field, and you move on, and one team walks away with the trophy and they get the bragging rights. Compared to what you saw in the tunnel after, which was unacceptable. And now you're seeing what's going on social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, and anywhere else, where Michigan and Michigan State fans are going back and forth, accusing, and really, I think, stepping out of line. Now, I'm not understanding. You have 8 players, of which there are a few individuals that will be likely interviewed, will be, who knows, prosecuted, who knows, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not on the case. I'm not the detective. But for any of you to say they deserve to be charged, then that's not your job, number one. Number two, what do you know? Nothing. Stop trying to be a lawyer. Stop trying to be a criminal attorney. Stop trying to be a prosecutor. You're neither, and neither am I. And I'm not going to sit up here and say it's Fish's fault, it's your fault, it's the tunnel's fault, it's Harbaugh's fault, it's Tucker's fault. I'm not doing that. It's irresponsible. There are many young men who made a lot of mistakes in that tunnel on the Michigan State side. they will be handled correctly. The university and the football team have already done their due diligence by suspending them. What more do you want? You want to send them to life in prison? Okay. What's wrong with you? What are we doing here? How are we interacting with each other online anymore? I'm not understanding this.